Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Junkyard Gamer, and this is somebody who's with us frequently, but I also see out supporting a lot of other creators. So while I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting as much as I can, I run into them frequently, and I'm always happy to bring attention to that so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this. Obviously a lot of gameplay. They bring us everything from videos to shorts and live streams, and for the Minecraft fans, they do a series every Monday where they bring us Minecraft gameplay along with some news both from Minecraft and other games. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find in Junkyard Gamer, and like I keep saying, more so the support that's going to come back from them. They're over 400 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther though, towards the 500 they're thinking about. I know I've said this a few times this weekend, but we're excited to see that the community tab is now seeming to be out for just about everybody, so that 500 subscriber requirement is no longer there, and that's, I think, a wonderful thing. So it's great that Junkyard Gamers got that. We'll be looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that as well. We feature a different channel every single day on Tuber Chat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community, based on impact. I'm mixing up my speeches here. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community, and we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. And we do that literally so that you have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So I invite you to go back over the last 490 episodes of Tuber Chat so that you can, in most cases, meet loyal and dedicated supporters, like I said, just off the thumbnails of the videos alone. So thank you everybody for coming in. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already. Scratch and Pete PA, of course, is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. He is somebody who has been there just about from the beginning and is with us always. He is very well known as somebody who is everywhere all the time, and I hope you will connect with him and our other moderators. Every moderator on this channel has a channel of their own. They're all dear friends to me. They're all dear friends of each other and have been for a long time, and they all do different things on their different channels, but one of the things we notice that they have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members through each of their channels on premieres and live streams. Michael's Adventures, by the way, sends his regards. He's just working today. He's another beloved and dedicated moderator who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. He's another dear friend, and he's here every day that he can be, but always make sure that I remember to let everybody know that he's thinking about us and can't wait to get back, so we'll likely see him again next weekend. So welcome everybody. I've got Home Bartending with John on the wheel with the Bullock Experience, along with the Stock Explorer, who's here as a member and a moderator, and Michael the Realist. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but I will, after a little while, open things up and add more names to our wheel from our chat list when we get down to about 5 or 6. As more members come in, we'll add them in. Lake and Kisses is here, and I'll get them onto the wheel right away, and we'll see who else is with us right now. I know Facing Reality is in the house from Jamaica. First Floor Audio is early in the door, so thank you for being here again. They're here with us just about every single day. Drunken Chef Barbecue, I always run into supporting other creators. It's good to have you here. Cool Gamer, good to have you in the house. The Chicken is back. Always good to see you here. And Lori's Vlogs and Shorts is the new channel from Lori's Tech Time. I'm going to get them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. And they've got a couple of different ideas for content that they're going to be bringing us on the brand new channel while they keep up the original. Sea Lake Journeys, good to see you here. Smallholder Homestead was early in the door, and the Queen Whitney, it's good to see you here as well. So thank you everybody for coming in. And what we're looking at right now, again, is Junkyard Gamer. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, there's a variety of different video games on this channel, both in video shorts and live streams. And this creator is incredibly supportive here with us just about every single day. So if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other today, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to spin the wheel right away. We're a little bit earlier than we usually are, which is great. So we'll see who's coming up next. Lake and Kisses is going to be the first channel off the Wheel of Doom. And like I said, after a little while, I'll open it up to more creators here in the chat. Odom's Homestead is here. I'll get you onto the wheel right away. As we can see, they happen to be a member. They're here with us just about every single day as well. And Lake and Kisses is up here with 286 subscribers. This is a creator we're still getting to know. But I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I see a fellow Canadian in the house. She stole my thunder. And I've got them on the wheel right away. Don Ray B is an inspiring creator, and I'll explain why when we get to their channel. They are somebody who's working on making their dreams come true, literally, and want to encourage others to do the same. Backlash Fisherman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Crime Time Wine Time is here as well. And I think we were saying this weekend that it's already been 5 months that Crime Time Wine Time has been a member. So they've likely started that channel 6 months ago, or maybe even 7. Hard to believe how fast time sometimes flies. And then, yeah, Aaron P. No, I've had an exhausting couple of weeks, and you know, I wish I could shake it off so that I could be a little more perky. But yeah, I have to admit that it has been a long road for the last couple of weeks. I'm usually not as busy as I am right now during this part of the year, but a very intense 2 weeks just ended with a little bit of moving stuff around. Thank you for asking. I should be back to everything's fine. I'll be back to myself soon enough, probably tomorrow after a good night of rest, as a matter of fact. Meaty, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a son of Queen's Life with a channel of their own. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. Lake and Kisses is here, like I said, with 286 subscribers right now. A fun-loving, caring mother who loves cooking, enjoying their family, and living life to the fullest. So it's pure variety on this channel. We see video shorts and live streams. And so hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety, not to mention the support that comes back to you from them. I think they've been here. They've been here every day lately. And I wonder if that's every day since finding us, because they just found us within the last couple of weeks. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you here. That channel was recently featured on Superchat. Aaron P, who's in the chat, is actually a longtime friend of Superchat. They might have been with us for over 1.5 years or 2 years already, and it's great to see you in the house. VS Speaks Royally is here, and we're going to look at Lori's Tech Time and her brand new channel as well, Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. So let me get VS Speaks Royally onto the wheel. She'll take Lori's spot. And Lori's Tech Time is coming up. I need a quick second. I will be right back. And pardon me for that. So Lori's Tech Time is up with 1,100 subscribers, a little bit more. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 they're thinking about. What Lori's Tech Time brings us on her channel is, for the most part, tech reviews of electronic gadgets. So this kind of channel is right up my alley. I enjoy seeing electronic gadgets of all types, whether I'm interested in them specifically or not. I like to see all the new technologies and things that people are using, both for their work and for their play, for their YouTube journeys and other social media and things like that. Lori's Tech Time brings us a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, for the most part when it comes to her tech reviews, but she also does a lot of independence. She also expands the channel into a lot of video gameplay and is always considerate about mixing the games up to find things that will kind of vibe with the audience, things her audience will enjoy, but also plays multiplayer games so that her audience can join her as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her here on Lori's Tech Time. And I'm going to grab her second channel in just a quick second here. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. And we'll see what she's done with this channel so far. I see Lexo Motorsports is in the house. I've got them on the wheel as well, and when we look at Lori's Vlogs and Shorts, we see 22 subscribers already, which is wonderful. Now I hope everybody connecting with her channel will consider the idea that right now she only has Shorts videos. So traditionally what we want to do is make sure we're always watching a video of at least 3 minutes when we're connecting with other creators. But in the case of Lori's Vlogs and Shorts for now, what I would recommend is maybe taking at least 3 of the Shorts videos, right? And then we do the same thing with those. We watch them in completion. We know that they're all going to be less than a minute long, but we watch them from beginning to end, leave a meaningful, genuine comment on each one, give a thumbs up. And when you're subscribing to her channel for the first time, you want to make sure that gets done. Turn the notification bell on as well. We do that for all creators. It's all in the spirit of doing everything we possibly can for each other. And then thank you so much, First Floor Audio. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Shark Smith Angling, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Don Ray B is in the house, and we will get them up onto the wheel. My flock is everywhere. Good to see you here. I know they were here a little bit earlier. Good to have you in the chat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And I will ask a favor. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. My flock is everywhere. Thank you for that membership. I really do appreciate that. What they've done is just joined an official membership, and that means that their channel will be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat every day that they're here, starting with the next stream. And for today, I've got you on the wheel right away, so thank you for that. I do appreciate the extra generous support, of course. And then Garden State Gardener, good to see you in the house. And then, yes, I had no choice, actually, today, but to do the stream at about this time. I've had a bit of a flip-floppy weekend of different things, so I had to be a little bit later. Garden State Gardener will start their live stream in about 45 minutes at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a wild time over there. He does a lot of giveaways. He has a ton of support from other creators. It's not uncommon to find anywhere from 70 to 100 people watching at times. So my guess is that we might be on at the same time. I don't know if Superchat's going to finish before Sunday Funday. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it and see what they're doing when we wrap things up. Superchat's usually here for about 2 hours. We just started. So, but Garden State Gardener, it's good to see you here. Always, thank you for coming in. And then, let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. Don Ray B is somebody who I described as a person who's inspiring in that they are literally working on making their own dreams come true, which is wonderful. I'm sure we all wish well for them in that respect, but they're also trying to inspire us to do the same thing by sharing their story with us. So you can see from their banner, they say each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. They want to encourage us, and what they recently did is move to a 4-acre property where they're engaging in homesteading activities, and they want to share with us the idea that, you know, you might have been thinking about things like this for a long time, but at some point you might be able to make the leap and actually make those dreams come true, which is wonderful. So we're looking at what Don Ray B is going to bring right now. They've got videos and shorts on their channel. They're here with us in Tuber Chat frequently, but have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for many months now. Lexo Motorsports is coming up next. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. If anybody today has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Queen's Life is here because we saw Minty already, so it's we always see those two creators together. Fish Guy Ranch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time in a Tuber Chat live stream, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. And like I say to all channels, whether they've been here only a few times or if you're brand new, we have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Ali's Crafts Pursuits is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. When we look at Lexo Motorsports, we're talking about a lot of speed here. Now, they got one thing that is a little bit outside the niche, which is interesting. This creator wants to bring us drag racing, ATVs, dirt bikes, as well as saltwater aquariums. And while that might be outside the scope of speed, we do see a lot of interesting shorts from this creator, and this is kind of really, really cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing what more they're going to do with that. They've got 202 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they're thinking about. Thank you, everybody. Just shared out. I see we've got a few more channels coming in. Coastal Water is here. They're always with Backlash Fishermen, of course. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They've got, they're a member, of course, so we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Woman Outdoors from Pennsylvania is also a member. She brings us camping and outdoor activities. 658 Mom's Diary, Nina, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They've been here before. I think they renamed that channel, but I could be mistaken. Feathered Friends Homestead, it's good to have you back. And Hyper Blitz was featured. It will be featured tomorrow, as a matter of fact. It's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we talk about featuring a channel, that means that we speak about that channel for the first 5 or 10 minutes of the live stream. I just want to introduce everybody to an exceptionally generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter at the beginning of every Tuber Chat episode. We've done this almost every day for the last 2.5 years, or every stream that we've done. And again, that's so that you can meet loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. You know, we can't stream 24 hours a day. Of course, I can't be here every day, but we still want you to be growing your channel while we're away. And hopefully when we're back next weekend, we hear that you've got more subscribers than you had when you left off at the end of the previous weekend. Sea Lake Journeys, I hope I welcomed you earlier. I saw you a few minutes ago here in the stream. Life with Mountain Folk is in the house as well. We still have one more stream for this weekend. I always call it the weekend, even though it is Monday, because it's kind of the end of the weekend based on how my work schedule goes. Yeah, first floor audio. Listen, I saw. It's okay, I don't mean to call channels out, and stuff like that when people do things like, either capital letters or repeat the same messages. But one of the things is that when you're out in other live streams, you can get hammered by mods and stuff like that pretty quick. They can time out channels and ban them and things like that. Not to mention when you're running your own live streams and things like that, and people start to do some of the things you kind of are hoping to avoid, then what happens is pretty soon after one, after two, after three people start to do it, then it's really hard to reel it back in. So like I said, I don't mean to call any channels out or something like that. The occasional capital letter message, of course, it's not going to hurt anybody, this and that. We just don't want too much, because for a long time it was a big thing for channels like this or streams like this to try to stop everybody from using too many emojis. That's why we try to keep it to 2 or 3. The capital letters they don't do. On the internet, it's pretty much known as yelling, so it's very much frowned upon in a lot of circles. And I know what it's like to be banned on channels and timed out and having all kinds of unlimited timeouts and stuff like that, whatever. So, I do appreciate the support that everybody gives here every moment that they spend. We've had First Floor Audio as a featured channel. I know everybody in their audience is enjoying what they're doing. And hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And thank you, Hyper Blitz, for the share. And Smallholder Homestead says they're a weekend tuber. It's interesting. If you ever did wonder why on earth is Tuber Chat not here on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays almost ever, because I have a full-time gig as well. Half of my full-time gig is doing YouTube and other social media for other people, but half of my full-time gig is actually outdoors doing construction work, if you can believe that. So it takes me away from the computer and this and that. So while I'd like to be able to spend more time on YouTube and supporting other creators and things like that, this past 2 weeks I've fallen behind greatly because I was working out of town, and that's why I say it was an exhausting couple of weeks, which is over now. It's fine, everything's back to normal. But boy, was it ever something. And, as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, always in the spirit of generosity, always in the spirit of considering other people, their channels, their YouTube journeys, and things like that, knowing that we will get back the support that we give to others, usually much more, everybody will be just fine. Everybody's growing. Everybody's hitting different milestones. As a matter of fact, the Stock Explorer pointed out to me earlier today that not too long ago actually, that GA Girl Every Woman Wellness she was known as GA Girl Every Woman the Dream Team. She has just become monetized. She had her monetization celebration right before we were setting up for Tuber Chat, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will congratulate her when you get a chance, but that's just an example. And Crime Time, Wine Time is up on the screen right now. Music City Gig Hustlers, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Smallholder Homestead, a lift operator at Jegs Automotive Performance. I'll have to see exactly what you mean by a lift operator. When I do the work that I do, it's mostly hand work. We have pickaxes and shovels and things like that, and we do horrible things that I wouldn't wish on anybody when it comes to work. Just a simple labor. But I do often drive a skid steer. That's sometimes half the job, which is great. I don't mind it. A little tiny one. Amy Official, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then, pardon me, so we're looking at, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Oh, and then, yeah, that is a lot of wood for 40 years. Sharksmith Angling. Sorry, I'll get that name right shortly. Sharksmith Angling. yeah, I just do like concrete, asphalt, stuff like that. I work with another guy with a truck or whatever. It's his thing. I just go there to work and this and that. But we've been doing it for years, and you know, it's very basic stuff. We really don't work that hard, but you know, it takes me away from the computer 3 days a week. So that's why we're not here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday most often. And some of you who are here regularly have heard me say my work season is starting to wind down. The days are getting shorter. We literally sent our clocks back an hour last night. So things are going to start getting dark really early, around 5 p.m. And it's tough to work. Things feel later than they are, even though we have, you know, laws about noise and things like that. So the idea is during November and December, the days get shorter, the weeks don't include as many hours, which gives me a lot more time for a focus on YouTube, focus on Superchat, focus on supporting others, and anything else that I'm doing. And then for January, February, and March, it's pretty much all online. So thank you, everybody, for engaging the conversation. So Crime Time, Wine Time is up right now, and this is a creator, two creators actually. It's Cassie and Molly. Now, Cassie is somebody that we've known for a long time, probably 2 years or longer, on Oracles and Beyond. And she's been a dear friend and a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for all this time. So we're excited to help get this second channel going. They've got 261 subscribers already. They started live streaming and even simulcasting not too long ago. We know that true crime is a huge category in podcasting, and as it is right now, YouTube's making a point to go aggressively after the podcasting community and try to bring a lot of that onto its platform. A lot of people who are into podcasts know that they're available as videos on YouTube a lot of the time. So we're looking forward to seeing what Cassie and Molly are going to do with this channel. When I look at Oracles and Beyond, we see that Cassie and her friends will give us oracle readings over here, and this can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be still to come, and what might be happening now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy this as well. There's more live streams here, I think, than anything else, but you do have shorts and videos in between, so hopefully everybody will enjoy those. Oracles and Beyond is a unique channel because while there are a lot of creators out there that do tarot readings and different things like this, Oracles and Beyond has built up an audience and a community of friends. So you often have StreamYard panels where there's more than one creator giving the readings, which can give you different perspectives as well. I think it's really, really cool, and a wonderful community that Cassie has built. She's a warm and welcoming creator, and you'll get a warm welcome from her community when you're there. So I hope everybody will check that out. And I'm just looking to see something in the background here. Home Bartending with John is going to come up right now. This is another creator who's here with us every day. All that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. Thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put that channel up on the screen. Next, we always put super chatters on the screen right away, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So we'll look at all that fluff and stuff in a moment. They bring us a lot of outdoor activity in Australia. And then hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. Oh, you actually dropped 2 of them. Pardon me. Thank you for that. Thank you for the extra support. I really do appreciate that. Oh, sorry. I said Amy Official. I meant Amoy Official. I didn't read that right the first time. Pardon me for that. They've been with us before. Amoy Official. Good to see you in the house. And then pardon me for a quick second here. Okay, thank you. All right, we're looking at Home Bartending with John. And if I've missed anything in the stream or in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see specifically, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then when I look at Home Bartending with John, this is a creator whose channel I was immediately drawn to, and we don't want to play favorites and things like that. I try to support everybody equally, but I had worked in bars and nightclubs for a lot of my adult life, and I'm doing a small bit of that again right now. So it was interesting to me to see this. Not to mention, I don't know if it's coincidental, my favorite, one of my favorite TV shows of all time was Cheers. And not for any reason, I know it's pretty laid back, but it's just a comedy. And Home Bartending with John, just that elaborate bar setup is really something to see. Now, he's going to do a lot of reviews on his channel, and I thought I grabbed one of these to watch yesterday, but I must have been mistaken. So I've got one now to put in my catch-up list, and that will help me get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. What Home Bartending with John is going to do in between the reviews is give us recipes so that we can build some of the, or make some of the most popular cocktails that are out there in several variations, so we get an opportunity to make them quick and easy if that's something that you want. We also get other recipes that have different mixes of ingredients, one of them usually very traditional, so that you can have a rich, flavorful cocktail if that's what you're looking for at the time. So Home Bartending with John is really expanding the content, but staying within the niche. And this is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Superchat family. So I'm really excited about this. As a matter of fact, there's a detail I keep forgetting to talk about. So first of all, he accepts requests on his channel. He's done 2 for me already. And so that's a consideration. You can let him know if there's something specific you want to see. He's expanded into other things like shopping trips, unboxing videos, and then as well, different concepts of how to make different types of cocktails. So like either low-calorie cocktails, or an idea that I believe he has on the table is non-alcoholic cocktails and things like that. Pardon me if I'm spoiling, but Home Bartending with John has been an incredibly supportive creator for a long time. Interestingly, whether you find this interesting or not, some of you might be familiar with a television show called Bar Rescue. And when I was last working in nightclubs and things like that, I actually went to Chicago to go see John Taffer and Michael Tips, along with Duffy, a couple of the workers. Duffy works in the kitchen, Michael Tips is a bartender. We brought Michael Tips back to Toronto as a guest bartender in one of our places for the night. And we got a chance to talk to John Taffer and stuff like that. So if you happen to know the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, I'll stop talking your ear off about it. But Home Bartending with John might find that interesting. I certainly find his channel interesting. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him and seeing what he comes up with as the catalog of videos expands on the channel. Natalie Nicole's ASMR, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Queen's Life was a bartender for about 20 years. Interesting. I never was. I had to do a little bit. I was running a couple of places in my later years in the nightclub and bar industries, restaurants and things like that. So I would have to do it. But I certainly didn't enjoy it. I did not become better than average at that at best, or even good probably, but just quick. But I was working in places where you're really not mixing intricate cocktails. You're just kind of whipping beers onto the bar and things like that. And then thank you to Jay Jordan. It's good to see you here. I'm always good. Hopefully you are as well. Oh, interesting. Music City Gig Hustlers. Oh, near your place at a bar, they did that. Yeah, they've got a really interesting formula going on over there. As far as I understand, they're still going as well. So next up is All That Fluff and Stuff. They dropped a couple of super chats on us. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And All That Fluff and Stuff comes to us from Australia. Now, they've done that countless times, but Superchatters always get added onto the screen right away. Members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if creators are coming by quickly just to say hello or give a thumbs up or letting the stream run and things like that. I do appreciate it. So all that fluff and stuff is up right now. They come to us, like I said, from Australia, from the Whit Sunday specifically. They have over 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,800 they're soon going to be thinking about. In the beginning, they were bringing us a lot of outdoor activities, usually on the water. So anything from mud crabbing to refishing to snorkeling. And other things. They did some live streaming out on the water as well. They've expanded their content now. They've produced some content, but they've also got into a lot of cooking live streams, and they take us around for, here's going to be a walk, but they want to show us what's around their area as well. So I'm just going to take one of your replays. I did put my notification on for this live stream that is going to be coming up in about, if I can count here, 7 hours from now-ish. And then I'm just going to take your latest replay and put that in my catch-up list. That will just give me something to catch up with. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to all that fluff and stuff. They've been a dear friend for a long time, a very much loved and well-respected creator, somebody who's been a part of the Tuber Chat family for a long, long time. They always engage conversation. Today they dropped us a couple of Super Chats, so thank you for that. We put their channel up right away for that reason. Janelle Naylor, Beauty in Blindness. Good to see you in the house for what I believe is the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I see Gloria's Platter in the house. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, has been here for a few minutes. The Bud Files are here as well every single day, so thank you for that. And then I feel like I've missed one more channel. I certainly don't mean to. The Bud Files is on the wheel. Annabelle TV brings fun everywhere she goes, including here in our Tuber Chat live streams, so thank you for that. And that's ongoing, of course. A little bit of comedy comes with the fun that follows Annabelle TV. The Queen Whitney, thank you so much for your Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. The cheerleader emoji in that super sticker. For that reason, your channel is going to be up right after Scratch and PPA, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. So Scratch and PPA is very much loved and well respected as well. He is known as a creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. We're going to talk about his channel in a second here. Marilyn P. Lopez, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Nikki D Music and More has a couple of channels of their own. Nikki D Official is well known here in the Tuber Chat family as well. And thank you, Come Hither with Heather. They've been a member for 4 months. A silver member means that we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. And thank you for that highlighted milestone message. Those are available on any channel where they are enabled, and they fly through the chat like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members. They're a free bonus. You get those once a month on each channel, but you'll notice that they also knock some life out of our Stream Boss when the Stream Boss is working properly. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a bit of life off. The last person to knock it out will take over and get some extra exposure for a little while. Elwin's Talk Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. When we talk about the content on Scratch and PPA's challenge, it's a series of videos called the Scratch Challenge, where he pits a couple of lottery scratch tickets against each other, and you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets a series apart, makes it unique, a lot of fun to be a part of. And he premieres every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern for almost 2 years now. And with perfect consistency, hopefully you'll be able to meet us on his premiere so that you can see a really fast-paced chat, faster than Superchat, faster than most you've seen in the Superchat family. It rivals those of Sunday Fun Day or Hilda DC. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. It's very fast-paced, high energy, but you will meet more friends and family members on his channel as well. Lord Texas Boy Gaming is in the house, and then thank you, Nicky D Music and More. Yeah, we moved the time today. Usually on Sundays we're here a couple of hours early. My estimation is that next Sunday we're going to have to be extremely late. But we kind of, because I say it all the time, we give ourselves the freedom to move things around for the most part so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. But, you know, people's schedules change and things like that as well. Charlie Grace, good to see you here. You can always look at the front page of TuberChat. I try to post the streams at least a day or two in advance so that you can plan if you need to. If you wanted to make sure you're here, you can look and see when the next stream is coming up. Tomorrow we're here at 11 a.m. Eastern, but we still got a long way to go for today. We've only been on for about 45 minutes, so we're not in any rush to get out of here. My estimation is that we'll still be here for another hour to hour and a half. So Scratch and Pete PA, you can see presentation has been on his mind from the very beginning. People have complimented his video editing skills ever since his first video. And then you can notice that his banner is updated regularly to match the thumbnails, which also match the avatar in bright, beautiful colors. He also does giveaways in his videos, which are interesting as well, and I'm sure everybody likes to take part in those. So I hope you'll join Scratch and PPA and us on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And then all that fluff and stuff is reaching out to Heather. You guys should live stream that then if you're going to have a YouTube conversation. Philip Lemon is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let me get to Queen Whitney. Did I misspell it or anything like that? Here's the Queen Whitney. Now, you'll notice that I had to put quotes around the name. It's just a bit of a popular name or popular words in the name. Creators like this can really be benefited by, if that makes sense, by search finding and clicking on their names, all of us together, because over time we rise up the search results the more we're searched, found, and clicked on, and then YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when people are looking for this particular, the Queen Whitney. Pardon me just for a quick second, I'll be right back. Gloria's platter. Trying to throw a wrench into Scratch and PPA's schedule. That is a creator who, more than I think everybody else in the TuberChat family, has worked in perfect consistency. Now, we have to take into account the fact that Pete puts out one video per week, but it falls at the exact same time for almost 2 years now. If I'm right, we're approaching 100 episodes, as a matter of fact, for Scratch and PPA. Imagine doing that every single week with perfect consistency. Even when YouTube tries to throw a wrench into his situation, he still manages to pick it up and keep that consistency going, which is great. Be Amazing Sylvia, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another creator who's been with me for well over 2.5 years, probably closer to 3. And she also wants to help creators grow their channels. Often will allow people to meet the same way that we do here in TuberChat. So, T-Mobile, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And the Queen Whitney is up here right now. This is a creator we're still getting to know. They got 310 subscribers right now. We see video shorts and live streams on their channel. When we hit their About page, hopefully they'll fill that out soon. Let us know what to expect. In the meantime, we'll just go through the variety that they've got. Now, I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with their channel a little bit. I just want to see another piece of content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen is that over time I get to know the channels better. Over weeks and months, by watching videos and hanging out in live streams, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I I always enjoy getting to know creators outside as well. You can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. So the Bullock Experience is up here right now, and thank you one more time to Queen Whitney for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. The Bullock Experience is somebody who actually recently did an interview with Crocheting with Leanne, which I also did right after, as a matter of fact. So the Bullock Experience, right around that time, was featured on Superchat as well. That's a 3-pound bass, by the way, on that banner that Kelly Bullock is showing us right now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing the variety that they've got on their channel. Now, it's fishing first, but the Bullock Experience brings us a lot of live streams that include StreamYard panelists and conversation that can start to go in almost any direction. So I'm sure you'll enjoy that. The Bullock Experience is here with us almost every single day, an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I wish for everybody to get that support coming back to you as well, so I hope you'll connect with them. They're at 651 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that we know that they're thinking about. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Stock Explorer is coming up right now. XX 50 cent 17 XX, good to see you in the house. I believe that you mean for that to be called 50 cent 17, so thank you for that. And yeah, I saw your post, actually. I forget which network it was, if it was Twitter or somewhere else, where you mentioned your channel being taken for violations and stuff like that. So it's great that you're up and running again. That's great to see, and we're happy to have you here. And then Delicious Eats and Tasty Treats is just asking a quick question in the chat. The Stock Explorer is coming up right now. But when we talk about the difference between a premiere and an upload, a premiere means that you can set a schedule for a video, much like you can any regular release. But what will happen is that video will have a live chat, the same as a live stream will, to accompany the premiere while it runs for the first duration. So let's say you have a 10-minute video, you'll have a chat that will run for 10 minutes at the same time. So everybody can watch together. Everybody's watching exactly the same thing at the same time. You have a live chat going and everybody can discuss it. So it's kind of cool. It brings extra interactivity to that video. I recommend premieres for most creators, especially if you're over 500 subscribers. The reason why is because if you consider, let's say for instance, a 10-minute video, if you post that video the regular way, if you just simply publish it, would you get more views in the first 10 minutes than you would if you premiered it? So if the idea is that premiering will bring you more views in the first 10 minutes, that can give your video a head start with a lot of engagement. So I recommend it as something to try. You can always take the live chat off if you didn't like it after and things like that. But it's something that I like to recommend. Now, if you are under 500 subscribers, you can still benefit from premieres, but you just have to be prepared that when you schedule a video to go on YouTube as public, there's only going to be a certain percentage of your audience that are online at that moment. Not to mention, notifications don't always work the way they want, and they have to not already be engaged in something else to be able to catch your premiere and get in there. So, you know, almost everybody knows what it's like to have a live stream or a premiere run with either nobody there or a couple of people there. I know what that's like too. I've been on YouTube for 5.5 years and gone through all this stuff myself as well. And it cannot be fun. So it's something to consider, something to maybe try. That 500 subscriber mark is certainly not set in stone. That's just an opinion. It's just an idea. And I like to encourage people to experiment with different ideas. You can change your mind as much as you want here on YouTube. It's one of the things that I like about it so much. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Stock Explorer is up here right now. They're here as a member and the newest member of our moderator squad as well. The Stock Explorer seeks to bring us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock market and crypto markets. And then they do that with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options, trading, and NFTs, and blockchain and things like that. And the Stock Explorer will bring us all three types of content, so shorts, videos, and live streams. They often have product in hand. Sometimes it's friendly conversation or random content within. And then as well, they have a second channel called Tropical Buzz. This is Nora, still the Stock Explorer, and what they seek to do here is educate us about plant life and bring us along their journey while they grow different types of things. They happen to be in Florida, so my expectation is they'll be able to grow things year-round. They're already engaging in challenges or seed swaps or collaborations with other creators. Red Hot Reactions, good to see you here. That's Steve from the UK. It's getting late for you, but thank you for being here. And then, yeah, 50 Cent 17 has just reset and restarted their channel, but thank you for letting us know. And they've actually been with Superchatters for a while. So you just got to watch whatever it is that YouTube was talking about, the violations that they took your channel down for. You just want to make sure that you don't engage in any of that kind of thing so that it doesn't happen again. But hopefully that won't be the case. We never like to see a channel taken down for any reason. Well, I shouldn't say that. In 99.9% of cases, we don't like to see that. And then Life with Mountain Folk is on the screen. You never know what people are going to hold you to, right? I've heard from creators who point out some of the simplest little things that you can say in a live stream or online can be taken to great heights when it comes to different creators, especially when we're talking about emotions and core beliefs and things like that. You know, and especially I saw a conversation the other day, they were talking about text, like when we leave messages in a chat, right? You might type something to somebody, but because there's no tone of voice to go along with it, it might not be taken the way that you expect. Not necessarily overly negative, but I'm sure we've all been there at some point, either giving somebody a short answer or saying something and then having somebody go a little bit far, in our opinion, with how offended they might be by it or something like that. But, you know, it's something else. So anyway, we're looking at Life with Mountain Folk. This is another channel that has been recently featured on Superchat, and they are incredibly supportive creators. They come to us from Georgia, but they actually bring us a lot of content from outside as well. So when we look at their channel, actually, you'll see right here on the front page, they've got a series called Beyond Georgia where they're bringing us content from outside. Now, they'll bring us a lot of different things, the great outdoors in different aspects, history, museums. Food reviews is something they expect to do as well, live streams as well as shorts. And they are fans of classic car shows, and they bring us a lot of content when it comes to that. I live in an area in Canada, in southern Ontario, close to Niagara Falls. It's a beautiful place to live, a wonderful place to visit, but there are an abundant number of classic upkept cars, everything from what I believe are Ford Model Ts all the way up to everything through, you know, the past many decades. And some of these things are just really beautiful. And Life with Mountain Folk is going to bring you a lot of that content. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not a car guy. I don't know one car from the other. I have things that I like, but I'm not as much of, I'm not as knowledgeable as a lot of people are. I love seeing them. I love, you know, enjoying the look of the beauty and the different things that people do to upkeep these and hype them up and pump them up and all that kind of stuff. But Life with Mountain Folk can give us a lot more information than I ever could. In the meantime, they're officially on the road and have been for a while to the magical 1K at 962 subscribers right now. So they're more than halfway on that road. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther today, get them a little bit closer to that 1,000. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in content that you see here. But you'll also notice that Life with Mountain Folk are incredibly supportive. They're here with us just about every single day. Oh, I've had that happen. First Floor Audio. To be honest with you, I love sarcasm. When I see different TV shows and things like that that bring a lot of sarcasm out, whether it's something like even South Park or Family Guy, I've enjoyed a couple of times, and more than a couple of times. But those kind of jokes can go a little bit far. So it's fine on a TV screen, but as soon as you say it anywhere else, it can be easily taken the wrong way, let's just say. And then there you go. Yes, red hot reactions. That's a very good way to put it. I dance around my speeches here, of course, in Tuber Chat because I'm trying to keep going, especially when I'm talking about something that I'm not an authority on, like when we talk about classic cars and things like that. I saw something today, which I believe was a Trans Am, but I can't be certain because I'm not, like I said, as knowledgeable as maybe I wish I might be. And let's look at Lord Texas Boy Gaming. What I had hoped to do at some point was go around. There's a huge community of people with these classic cars, and they do car meets. They were doing them in the summers every Tuesday here at, we have a huge, it's almost like a hardware store, but it's become a department store over the last 100 years. But it's called Canadian Tire. They have huge parking lots, as you would expect, because they do everything from auto to housewares to outdoors camping equipment, things like this. So they're monster stores, and the parking lots are just huge, and you can fit a lot of people there, and they welcome it. They kind of host it. So I hope to get out there, but right before the pandemic came, I didn't take the opportunity to go and get that done, and now I'm kind of hoping that someday it'll come back so I can take get a chance to go and look at that sometime soon. Yes, I understand First Floor Audio. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I've had that. That goes back to even when I talk about the idea of calling out. That's a conversation that comes up once in a while. When somebody does something in a chat, it can be tough to, calling somebody out. And I've had creators that we've lost. They will never come back to Tuber Chat because they're so upset that I, had said what I did. And the reason why is because we have to remember here in Tuber Chat, some of us are a little far along on our YouTube journey. We might have been here for weeks, months, or even years now, but there are always brand new people coming into the system, coming into Tuber Chat who have just started their channels. And, if they come in and do something like, let's say come in and say hey guys, I'm going live right now, I gotta go. Nobody probably likes to have that happen in their chat, but when you call somebody out and they're fairly new at it and they haven't heard it before, if they didn't know not to say it, they might be offended when you say, you really shouldn't be kind of telling everybody to leave and go to your live stream when you're in somebody else's live stream. That's just a specific example. I know everybody's probably seen some of that as well, but it can be touchy. Like I said, we're talking about emotions, we're talking about people's core beliefs, and what I had hoped when we started Tuber Chat was the idea that all of us would have patience, myself included, and so we would be able to help anybody that's coming in that's brand new so that their journey is easier than ours was, even if it's only by a slim margin. Anything we can do to help anybody, right? Unfortunately, like I said, especially online, words can not come with the tone of voice that would relay their meaning. It's unfortunate when you say something, in a live stream or when you're on video and you say something, you do have the tone of voice, and then you don't get an excuse when somebody's offended. But that's okay. So, really haunted places. Good to see you here. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to have you in the house. Pardon me if I've missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We've still got lots of time. We've only been on an hour. We're going to go through another hour to an hour and a half. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Hilda DC, is a member of our moderator squad, a beloved and dedicated moderator here. I'm going to get her onto the wheel right now. I just missed Vanessa's channel. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs, good to see you in the house. Macix team is here as well. And hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat, meeting new friends and family members. And there you go. Yes, First Floor Audio. That makes sense. If you can spend time on somebody's channel and get to know them, you'll get an idea of where they're coming from. Like I said, I hope we can all have patience with each other. It's not easy sometimes, you know. We're on 491 episodes of Tuber Chat. I can't say that I haven't lost my patience a couple of times. You know, certainly not too far in a roundabout sort of way, but we would like to know that we have that and are able, like I said, to help, because the more people that we can help, the more people are going to talk about it and, you know, eventually come around to some of the things they may not understand in the beginning, if that makes sense. So, Fat Ninja DM, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And we're looking at Lord Texas Boy Gaming. This is a creator who's been with Tuber Chat, I believe, from the very beginning, actually. I hope everybody can take inspiration from the fact that I'm saying that. Our speeches have gone now from the idea of people supporting for days and weeks into many months, and now we're starting to get literally into years. And the idea then behind that is that when you are starting your YouTube journey, you might wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year down the road or 2 years down the road, supporting you as much as they can. And it's interesting to see that creators will come and go, and a lot of them will come back again and again and again and again, because it becomes harder and harder as we grow to support everybody as much as we all might like. You can imagine when you have 100 subscribers and you got to go out and support most of those creators or all of them as much as you can. It's one thing. When you have 1,000, it becomes even more difficult. What are you going to do when you have 10,000? Because I'm assuming everybody here expects to have 10,000 one day. I truly believe that anybody can have 10,000 subscribers if they want to. Almost everybody. And when we talk about 100,000, I don't think that's far out of reach either for most creators if you really want it. The only reason it becomes questionable is because 100,000 typically can take years, and we don't know what the world's going to bring us in the coming, you know, couple of years. The last 2 or 3 years have been an example of that. So we're looking at Lord Texas Boy Gaming, obviously a gaming channel. They're bringing shorts, videos, and live streams. I hope everybody will enjoy the variety that comes from them. They have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. Like I said, I believe from the beginning of Tuber Chat, and well over 4,000 subscribers now. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And then all that fluff and stuff, there wasn't one planned. If you're going to go live, we'll be happy to raid, or if you have a premiere. Carlene Geisha, good to see you here. And then First Floor Audio. that can be taken any number of ways, but that's interesting. And then if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I hope you will. It really does help. It gets a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm. So I'll appreciate it greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. We're going to go for 3 minutes. We're going to come right back and we're going to look at coastal water. All right, we're back. I did get up for a second, so if I've missed anything in the chat, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat. Excuse me, connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. And I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The channel that we're looking at right now is another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have been for a long time. That's Coastal Water. They're often found with Backlash Fishermen. Of course, these two creators are together all the time. 248 subscribers for Coastal Water, and both of the creators have shorts, videos, and live streams. Now, when we get to Coastal Water, we see a lot of variety, and then as well a lot of what they call car confessionals, but these are conversations. We get to hang out with the creator. They'll let us know what's up. They'll talk about what's going on, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've got a lot of videos on their channel as well. They want to inspire us in a spiritual way as well. Mindy is going to bring us cooking as well as baking, as well as cleaning, organizing, devotionals, unboxing, and other homesteading activities as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And with 248 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. Thank you, Steve, from Red Hot Reactions. I really do appreciate the share. And then thank you so much, MacX And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. I think I said hi to Carlene Geisha a while ago. I hope I did. I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it, but it's good to have you here always. Carlene Geisha is another creator who, as soon as she found the Tuber Chat family many months ago, was here blazing with generosity instantly. And Create with Becca finally changed their name from just Rebecca. Good thing to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. So Create with Becca is somebody who has been with us for a while, but it's good to have you back. So welcome back into the chat. And let's think about spinning the wheel. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to get Annabelle TV up on the screen right now. She happens to be a member. Now, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but we will be opening up the wheel pretty soon to more creators in the chat. Keep in mind, it's always based on who's most active. Conversating with other creators is a good hint for how to get on faster if that's what you're looking for, but it is open to everybody. It's much more about engagement than it is about time that you're here, and I have a robot that keeps the stats in the background called Botissimo to help out with that. Crocheting with Leanne. I mentioned earlier when the Bullock Experience was up, because she recently interviewed him and myself, both within about a week of each other. So she's doing a lot of interviews now, and that will be a series we'll be following. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is a creator that I've been connected to for about 3 years. He happens to be a gold member, so we'll see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And his link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And then, yeah, thank you, Be Amazing Sylvia. I did not specifically say that I put you on the wheel, but I did put you on the wheel as soon as I mentioned your channel. But thank you for asking, because I certainly do make as many mistakes as anybody, maybe more, especially in the live streams. We see that. Scratch and PPA catches most of it. But I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. So for any of the members, you know you're supposed to be added onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. Please don't be shy to give me a nudge if I forget. I certainly don't mean to. It's also very possible, because I do a lot of copying and pasting on the computer. It has been known that I've accidentally deleted a name off the wheel. I certainly don't mean to do that. We can always fix it if that's the case, but don't be afraid to give me a nudge if you see me make a mistake. I will appreciate it. Annabelle TV is here with 703 subscribers. Now, I mentioned the fact that this creator brings fun everywhere that they go, but a little bit of comedy comes with that as well. They recently dressed up their banner for the fall season. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the updates on the channel. Now, Annabelle TV is posting almost every single day. Most of what we're going to find here are mukbang style challenges and taste test reviews. They're usually collaborations with other creators. She does a little bit of gardening and garden updates for us, unboxings and hauls and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. But like I said, there's always fun, always comedy. And Annabelle TV is here with us just about every single day. I see them out supporting other creators regularly as well as they've got shorts and live streams on their channel. Thank you, Steve, from the UK. That's Red Hot Reactions. Like I keep saying, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly, whether you're running the stream in the background or if you're just coming by to say hello or hang out. I appreciate it either way. Every moment matters. We all know that. And then let's spin the wheel. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now that we're in the second half of the live stream than I did in the beginning. And oh my dear goodness. I'm just looking to see if we got something going on here. Pardon me, I'm just addressing something here for a second. Anybody can reach out to me anytime on the other social networks. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And I'll try to be attentive of that. Hopefully all that fluff and stuff is still watching. I just sent you a message. They were asking about a raid. I'm always happy to spread that love around when people have premieres or want to go live after Tuber Chat. We can arrange those. James Money 615, good to see you in the house. First Floor Audio is still with us, of course. Crazy Knot Crochet with Lisa, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And oh, watch videos on the television, you can't leave comments. Yeah, I don't know if it can even be done, Smallholder Homestead. I mean, YouTube's probably working on trying to get more features out all the time. It would probably depend on the different televisions or the different technologies that we're using. There's a lot of different ones out there. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is up on the screen right now. Now, this is a creator who has been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. I've actually been connected with them for about 3 years, as a matter of fact, and I hope you can take inspiration from that, knowing that some creators, possibly that you're meeting today, almost certainly will still be with you that length of time after connecting with them today. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, as a matter of fact, was so unbelievably supportive to me and to us in the beginning of Tuber Chat, before we even started streaming 2.5 years ago, that he was the very first creator to be chosen out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2. And we actually just featured his newest channel this weekend. He's got a brand new mukbang channel. He's been known to start several. And as you can see, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is just doing fine. And he brings us all 3 types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. He's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him when we get there, including super chats and memberships. When we look at Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream, we see another channel that is meant for video gameplay. And one of the games you'll notice on this channel is this 8-ball pool. He plays this frequently. And you'll notice that I actually collaborated with him. It's getting on a few months ago, but we talked about it for a long time. And that's a game we both just happened to have played. I used to play it on my phone often. So I caught him one day just after starting a live stream. We played each other for about an hour on that game. I hope everybody will go and check that out after you connect with Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream. He's fully monetized over here as well. And then when I look at the mukbang show with Kid Wonder, we know what mukbang, we know that that's a huge category on YouTube. And we want to see what Kid Wonder's going to do with that. He's already got almost 1,300 subscribers on this brand new channel. I hope everybody will connect with him, and we'll see what he's up to here. So let's spin the wheel. Now, Kid Wonder, of course, like I said, is a gold member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. For his main channel, Odom's Homestead is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. And Odom's Homestead is another channel that was recently featured on Superchat, and they bring us shorts, videos, and live streams as well. They got 377 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And then, yes, all that fluff and stuff, I sent you a quick message on IG. It's better to talk here because I can't get over to IG so easily. But if you want to set up, please set your start time for an hour from now, and that should be good. And then we'll make sure to go over there and raid. It might be a better idea to put it for an hour and 15 minutes. And then, so you'll know at the bottom of the hour, like whatever it is for you, 30, right? And then I'll go have a look at it. We'll make sure that it's set right. And you just have to be prepared to change the time if we end 15 minutes earlier. We never know if we're going to go for 2 hours or 2.5. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then thank you, MacX team. Hopefully you start feeling better. Odom's Homestead obviously comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. This is a creator who actually will take you on garden updates and might even be singing while they're doing it. They're a very fun, loving creator, that's for sure. What I do when I feature a channel, like Junkyard Gamer today, is that I try to, within a day or two before featuring the channel or on that day, go through a few pieces of content just in case there's any details that I might have missed through the last few months, anything that I can notice. And it's interesting what you learn from a creator just by going through 3 different types of videos in a row. You know, let's say spaced out, right? You could go to somebody's channel, watch the last 3 that they did. If they're different types, that's great. What I like to do is go through and dig for a few recent videos, but something different each time, especially for variety channels where they're doing something like, maybe it doesn't have to be variety, but like in the case of homesteading, they might be doing a product review. They might be doing some canning or some prepping of some, you know, food and things like that. They might be talking about livestock or giving garden updates or talking about different aspects of homesteading and preparedness and things like that. It's just an idea, but I like to do that. And I had a good time going through Odom's Homestead's channel. They are working on a half-acre homestead and sharing their life lessons. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find when you get there. And let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. Oh, I see. Okay, so all that fluff and stuff will just go when we're ready to wrap up. So probably an hour from now, and it's great that you say that because then that gives me the freedom to end at every time. I'm not locked into a 15-minute window, so thank you for that. So probably an hour from now is when we'll go, and I will let you know when we're getting close. And we'll drop the link as soon as you're done, and I'll be able to get in and do the redirect for you as well. Michael the Realist is here right now. This is a creator who also happens to be a member. We put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat, of course, like always. It's pure opinion on this channel. Now, they're bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams as well. They give us a few warnings for some language that we want to be aware of, but that's okay. It's great that they do that for us. They can be bringing us anything from shorts, videos, like I said, to just conversations about different things that they notice or they talk about, or even products and things like that. Michael the Realist is here with us just about every single day and is obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. We want to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. And then M&A Mystery Tours, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Next up is VS Speaks Royally. This was a longtime friend of Superchat. They have been with us so long I've forgotten how long it is, as a matter of fact. Right now they're well over 3,000 subscribers, but they've been growing rapidly, especially over the last few months. One of the things that I talk about so often here in Superchat is engagement in a live stream or a live chat. True conversation is a great service for any host because you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. That can help to get any piece of content pushed out a little bit farther. That's why when I found the robot Bottissimo, I was so happy. It's actually a paid robot, and I do pay for it, and I have for a long time, but I love it because it keeps these statistics in the background, and I'll show you for a quick second. Pardon me, VS Speaks Royally, but here we have this leaderboard, and if I refresh the names on the leaderboard, what will happen is I can see who's been most active, not only with how long they've been here, and Bottissimo does this arbitrary calculation to keep track of engagement, which is really, really cool. So when it's time to add names to the wheel, which it's going to be any time now, I can go over to the list. We see that First Floor Audio is going to be the first channel that we're going to add, and then as well Feathered Friends Homestead is going to be coming up soon as well. We'll get to more after we get the wheel down a little bit further, but VS Speaks Royally has a unique ability to lead conversation during their live streams. Now, they bring us videos as well. I'm going to put the latest one into my catch-up list here. They bring us shorts that can include any kind of variety, and live streams. Typically, they're talking about the royal family, and this leads to a lot of engaged conversation. But like I said, VS Speaks Royally leads that conversation by staying well-versed and up-to-date in what they are, in their subject, right? So it's really something to see. I hope you'll join them and see what I'm talking about. Past Life Explorer, it has been a long month because you see so many masks out there, Halloween costumes and things like that, and I can't tell you how many times I have to do a double take because I feel like I've seen Past Life Explorer around me. I tried to get into your reveal live stream as well, and I don't know what happened there. I think I was like in the in between work or something. I have a feeling it was really late. I can't remember what the reason was that I wasn't there. I was waiting in the live stream for it to begin, and then I ended up not being there, so I have to go back and watch that replay. But I did remember that you were mentioning that, and I think it was for the end of last month, probably Halloween itself. Great with Becca is asking what's the best way to find people in the chat box. So if you use the @ symbol, right? If you can use this symbol, if you happen to be on a computer, it makes it really easy to @mention another channel. That's what we call that. And if not, you really just have to kind of type their name out and go search for them. What I recommend then is to match their avatar, right? Sometimes you'll find channels with popular names or popular words in their names, and you have to use the avatar to decipher who's who, right? The other thing too is if you reach out to other creators, let them know that you want to connect. Once you get to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes from beginning to end and leave them a meaningful, genuine comment. They will be able to click on that comment and get right to your channel, so it can speed things up. And then Arizona Street Media, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Thought I missed a channel. The Fix-It Ladies here. Good to see you here. She Stole My Thunder as a fellow Canadian. It's good to see you in the house always. Thank you for coming back in. On this channel, you'll see from the banner, they talk about reviewing books, movies, and art, which they certainly do, but they actually expand into a lot more content. I'm going to set notifications for the next 2 premieres. They've got one coming up in a couple of days and another couple of days after that. So lots of new content this week from She Stole My Thunder. They've been an incredibly generous, loyal loyal and dedicated supporter for a long time, a previously featured channel, of course, but you'll find helpful videos on their channel. And one of the things that you'll notice, same as VS Speaks Royally and others that we've seen today, is a lot of featured channels. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on the audiences of both channels and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It is a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. That's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from. Paralife TV, Shane, I hope I said hello earlier. I know you've been here for a while now. I'm spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Kid Wonder we just looked at, so I'll spin again in another quick moment here. I had forgotten to take him off the wheel, but that's okay. And we'll see who's coming up next. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a live stream or a premiere, another piece of engaging content, and get distracted right away, or people are saying hello and things like that. It can be easy to forget to give that thumbs up for a couple of minutes, and then you have to go back and do it. And then, oh, I see, okay, Past Life Explorer. So maybe I didn't miss the live stream after all, but I'll be looking forward to it. Past Life Explorer has been a dear friend for a long time. I believe it's been 2 years now. He's actually responsible for opening up the door and introducing us to a lot of creators that engage both in paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. And a lot of those creators are still with us today, as is Past Life Explorer. We talked about that earlier, who's still going to be with you in your YouTube journey a year or two down the road, supporting as much as they can. Past Life Explorer still makes frequent appearances whenever they can, and I appreciate it. And I'll be looking forward to getting over to their channel again and hopefully catching that reveal when it comes up. So Feathered Friends Homestead is on the screen right now. I heard something on the radio today that I couldn't help but laugh at. We have a radio station in Toronto. It's literally called The Edge, but some of the content on the channel or on the radio station can be a little bit edgy, and they get into things like today they had not a commercial but a promo. A commercial, we all know what those are. A promo is when the radio station's talking about something that they're doing. Television stations do it too. They let you know what's coming up on the news and things like that. Anyway, they said something and they were like, oh, it's like my third favorite F word. And I couldn't help but laugh out loud at that. But I'm just remembering that laughter by looking at Feathered Fred's Homestead and listening to myself trip over the name here. So this is a channel we're still getting to know, but we have a lot of friends in the homesteading community. And what I find with a lot of these creators is that they seem to have this instinctive nature to want to and inspire others or share knowledge and resources with each other, which is great to see, and with others. So 34 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 40 they're going to be thinking about. I'm just going to take their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind with them. They're in rural Colorado. They love farming, gardening, cooking, baking, canning, and home preserving. They have a lot of feathered friends, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety on their channel as well. So they're getting into shorts. Hopefully that continues. They've got videos for now, and we'll keep an eye on this channel. So let me spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is in the house. Good to see you here. That's Charlene Heal with a second channel. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She's been a dear friend for a long time. Hilda DC is coming up. She's a member of our moderator squad. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator. One of the most encouraging creators that I have met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. For that reason, more than any other, we are lucky to have her here as a moderator. What you'll notice is every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're also dear friends of each other. They all have an overwhelming sense of generosity and live wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more to others than they expect to receive. For that reason, and unrelated actually, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members on Hilda DC's channel and any of our moderators in their premieres and live streams. They all, like I said, just happen to have that in common. So Hilda DC has over 2,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She posts almost every single day between shorts, videos, and live streams. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We see a lot of StreamYard panels from Hilda DC, both on her own channel and on others where she joins in, which I think is another generous thing to do. You can pretty much bet that you're always going to gain subscribers if you join another person's StreamYard panel on their channel, because you're being introduced to their audience almost entirely, right? And then on I think it's a generous thing to do because you, in turn, are changing the dynamic of the conversation and content when you're there. And then Hilda DC also has a lot of positive affirmations that you'll find in her content, both from the creator herself, special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot involved. And Hilda DC is more than anything else bringing us mukbang style challenges and reviews. She introduces us to a lot of products and does a lot of product unboxings and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's been, like I said, a dear friend for a long time. And I can't stress it enough, one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. It's wonderful to see somebody spreading the kind of positivity that Hilda DC does so effortlessly all the time. So let's spin the wheel. Woman Outdoors from Pennsylvania is coming up next, and we're going to see what they've got going on their channel. And I'm going to look through the chat to see what we can do about adding some more names onto the wheel from our chat list. So Woman Outdoors is on the screen right now. Mentoria Moments, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And we'll see what I can do about adding some names to the wheel, like I had said. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, pardon me, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more creators into the chat today, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead, as a replay based on engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it, like I said. I wonder if Music City Gig Hustlers is still here. I will refresh a page and we'll keep track of that. So right now I added Facing Reality and Gloria's Platter on the wheel. And Woman Outdoors is here with 960 subscribers. So very much on the second half of the road towards the magical 1K. That's an important milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. This creator, I put a lot of focus on the idea that they're in Pennsylvania. That's only because they happen to be very close to me, like within literally geographically 3 or 4 hours, I think they said. And they engage in a lot of homesteading activities, but particularly camping, outdoor cooking, bushcraft, knife collecting, preparedness, and they've even gotten into some product reviews as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. Woman Outdoors is able to show us all 4 seasons, which I think is important for a channel like this in making their own unique place within a lot of camping and outdoor based channels, right? So they're able to show us the extreme cold, extreme heat, the wind, the rain, the sun, and all the different things in between, while they take us to very interesting places, particularly when they're camping. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety when you get there. And Woman Outdoors, she can describe exactly where she's been. I'm not as familiar with Pennsylvania as I might sound like I think I am. It's not that at all. I have spent a bit of time in Philadelphia and a lot of time in Harrisburg, but that was many years ago. And it was literally like heading into town and heading right back out of town. Hobbs is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So First Floor Audio is coming up right now. This is another creator who's lately been here with us every single day, and that's been going on for quite a while. They make very frequent appearances. What this creator seeks to do on their channel more than anything else is create music while letting us influence by joining them during live streams. Now, they do a lot of StreamYard panels as well. They've expanded into a lot of content on their channel. They've got a lot of music that they've produced that you can enjoy when you get there. They've got a lot of playlists that they've chopped their channel up into so you can catch the particular types of content that you'd like to see. And they bring us even, like, for instance, this playlist of writing and sequencing shows. They post, I think it's every Saturday night that they're on? I think as a minimum, yes. And then I've got a notification on for next week's live stream. Hopefully I'll be able to catch you. Unidentified S4, good to see you in the house. And I'm going to get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And I'll be adding some more names to the wheel from our chat list soon. Warmstrong Adventures brings us cruises more than anything else on their channel. And I've got them on the wheel as well because they happen to be a member. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'm moving a little bit faster now because we've been in the second half of the stream for a while. We still got a long way to go. We could stay up to another 45 minutes if everybody would like. All that fluff and stuff is going to do a live stream right after. We'll go and raid them, and we'll be happy to see what's happening in Australia. It will be a different time of the day from what we're doing here in Superchat. Of course, I'm in the Eastern time zone. Unidentified S4 is up right now with almost 8,000 subscribers. They're right now on the road to 7,900. It's not going to be long before they're looking at 8,000. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And what they discuss on their channel is everything that is unexplained. So they get into things like, pardon me, I'm just going to read the about page so I get this right. But they talk about UFOs, paranormal, cryptids, and much more. So they're literally a boots on the ground team, but I have seen their video editing. It was a birthday stream. I know it's getting on probably a month ago since that happened, but everybody was having a great time watching that. It was so well done. And I just want to take one of their latest replays. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up a little bit. They've got some shorts happening as well, so all three types of content. Some members-only content for those who join the membership. And like I said, they're fully monetized, so there's super chats there too. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, Unidentified S4. Thank you so much. They're a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. Now, if anybody would like to swap playlists here in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I feel myself moving a little bit faster sometimes through channels today. One of the things that I typically say about any channels over 3,000 is that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine that, right? Unidentified S4 is one of these creators. We've seen a few today. I am Tiffany. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Warmstrong Adventures is going to be up on the screen right now. Like I said, it's a travel channel. They bring us cruises more than anything else. We get to follow that. They've got another premiere coming up. I'm just going to grab the latest video and put it into my catch-up list. That will help me to just catch up with their content a little bit. I'm always drawn to anything to do with a cruise ship just because I was lucky to work on one. That's not common as much here in Canada as it might be in the United States and maybe even other countries. But I was able to work on a cruise ship many years ago for one summer on Celebrity Cruise Lines. So I'm always drawn to content that involves cruises, right? It's like window shopping or daydreaming and things like that. And I'm happy to be able to see that from Warmstrong Adventures. But this creator also happens to be an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. There's somebody who's given us a lot of support both here in Superchat and especially on our copyright-free music channel, which I really appreciate. So for anybody that hasn't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. Now, it's available on all major music platforms, but we also have a YouTube channel set up where you can go over and access it easily. And then it would be wonderful to go more than once a year. Create with Becca, that's wonderful. I hope you can film some of that, and forgive me for not already having known if you have some of that on your channel, but I might go dig through to see what you've got there then. The Bud Files is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And I hope one day to get onto a cruise again. Like I said, it's not as common here in Canada. Our flight industry is much different than a lot of countries. We just get nailed with taxes like you wouldn't believe. So it's almost impossible to find flights under what we're talking, maybe three on the very low end. But it's hard to find flights under $400 or $500 to go anywhere Canadian. Now our dollar's not worth as much as the United States, but we're still talking $300 or $400 either way, just for the flight. And then you start talking about the accommodations or what you're going to do when you get there, when you're thinking about a cruise. Not that I'm an authority, I certainly am not, but my imagination tells me that you've got to consider, do you want to arrive in the city that you're departing from the night before? That can make it convenient, but you're talking about an extra hotel stay possibly, and these are kind of things we have to consider. But we can learn from Warmstrong Adventures and maybe even create with Becca and anybody else that wants to share a lot of cruising knowledge with us as well. So the Bud Files is up here right now. These are modern day archaeologists. What they seek to do is uncover history and digitally preserve it. They bring that to us in their content. They go to ghost towns, abandoned places, graveyards, cemeteries, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you see when you get here. The Bud Files are here with us every single day, as a matter of fact. They've got 800 subscribers right now. They're growing somewhat rapidly, actually, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. We'd love to see that 800 locked in. We know that YouTube plays games with all of our numbers, whether it's our watch hours, our views, our likes, everything, our subscribers even. And so we just want to get a few extras if we can. We'd love to get the Bud Files up to 805 or 810 so that we can really see that locked in. And then if YouTube does play games with their numbers tomorrow and the next day, they won't slip back below that 800. Hopefully they can be back with us again tomorrow. Tuberchat will be here at 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll go for another 2 hours to 2.5 hours. Pardon me, and that's enough time to meet enough people to lock that in. Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message. I'm going to get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member, as we can see. And Black Phoenix is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up on the screen before we go for another quick break. And then all that fluff and stuff is going to have a live stream for us in about a half an hour or so. And I will leave this live stream running right up until the moment that they begin, of course, and we'll give an extra 3 minutes here so you can clean up your connections here. But all that fluff and stuff comes to us from Australia. They will allow and encourage everybody to meet more friends and family members when you're over there in their channel as well. Thank you, Be Amazing Sylvia. You're still on the wheel. We will be looking at your channel, but that's the one benefit, right? Of course, is that when you're on the wheel, you're on. So we'll be looking at that. Be Amazing Sylvia has been a dear friend for a long time. She's an advocate for helping others with their channel. We'll talk about her channel soon enough. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. He's on the wheel right now, and I'm going to get Create with Becca on there as well. And then Facing Reality is already on there. We'll see what we can do about adding some more names soon. Crocheting with Leanne is a creator I mentioned a couple of times today because I recently did an interview with her 2 weeks ago today, actually. Hopefully everybody will go back to her channel and check that out. Scratch and PPA gave her a little bit of help in preparing. We talked for about an hour. She had a few questions, and of course, you know I can talk, so that expanded as well. She also recently interviewed the Bullock Experience. We talked about that today, and she's got quite a series going on. Now, that's just a small part of what she does on her channel. Crocheting with Leanne does traditional crochet. She does everything from scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, graphgans, and more. And she writes patterns for other creators so that they can take inspirations from the creations that she's made. She brings shorts, videos, and a lot of live streaming. And I'm just going to grab your latest Thursday shoutouts video, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up, make sure I don't fall behind. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find from this kind-hearted, warm, and welcoming creator. And she's already well over 2,400 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 25 that she's thinking about. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat today and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days or even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is coming up next. All right, we're back, and I said we're going to look at Paralife TV. Pardon me, I don't always get up when we go for those breaks, but I did this time. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. He's been an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter for a long time, to say the least. I see him out supporting other creators, and when you can join him on his channel, he's always motivating, warm, welcoming, and he does a great job of keeping up with the chat while he's doing things like working out and producing, other kind of content and things like that. What Shane will bring us is a couple of different lessons, in my opinion, in every single video. He wants to bring us life from his perspective, obviously life in a wheelchair, but he has a lot of do-it-yourself videos. Those are traditional do-it-yourself videos, so you get two things in one there, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Shane, like I said, is incredibly supportive, and I have literally sat and ate snacks and horrible things while watching him work out, hoping to someday take motivation from him and go and do something about it, maybe hit some weights myself, but we'll see. It has yet to be done. But Paralife TV is here with us frequently, just about every single day, and like I said, more importantly, I see them out supporting other creators all the time. Hyper Blitz, good to have you back in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see that Create with Becca has just stepped out, but we had already put them on the wheel. Now, I will go through their channel quickly, but I'm also going to start adding names to the wheel from our chat list. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm just getting some names onto the wheel before Facing Reality comes up. And let me get Nikki D Music and More on the wheel. Carlene Geisha is there. And then I see Let's Try Gardening has come in. Pardon me, I must have missed you on the way in. And then let's get Hobbs on the wheel right now. And I'm not sure if that's a creator that we already know or if that's a brand new channel. So forgive me for not being sure. I think we know Hobbs Horror, but we'll see what this channel's got going on for us when it's time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Paralife TV's on the screen right now. We want to get Shane up towards the 1,600 subscribers that he's thinking about. Facing Reality's up next. They've got 1,150. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. We see that Facing Reality brings positive messages in a fun way. This is what they tell us on their channel, but we also see that in them everywhere that they go, including here in the Superchat live streams. Now, it's interesting, Facing Reality will sometimes be in the classroom with students and things like that. One of the things we're always conscious of is the idea that on different channels, creators always, line out what audience they want to attract and this and that. Here in TuberChat, of course, we have viewers of all ages, so we know that we have some teenage creators that will come through. Some spend quite a bit of time, and then we've got creators that could be younger watching. A lot of family channels here, so maybe we have a parent or a guardian that's interacting with TuberChat. The kids are kind of hanging around as well, so it's something that I always am conscious of. And not that it's related, but just to say Facing Reality is somebody who influences creators with their positive messages, obviously of all ages, but it's wonderful to see them encouraging young creators of different types or young learners of different types. Now, Facing Reality comes to us from Jamaica, but they have just hit their qualifications, if I understand right, for both. They're past their 1,000 subscribers and have their 4,000 hours of watch time. So we might see that channel monetized very, very soon. That's the hope, of course. Facing Reality's been with TuberChat a long time. This is a creator who always engages conversation. They are not afraid to share lessons learned along the way. They're not afraid to ask questions either. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes back from Facing Reality. And like I said, they bring fun. Pardon me. They bring positive messages in a fun way. They bring them everywhere that they go, both here in TuberChat and outside. So when I'm bouncing around in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. M&A Mystery Tours, thank you so much for the time that you spent. I'm sorry we didn't get you onto the wheel. It probably would have been your turn next, but you know, I know not everybody can be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time that we stream, but hopefully we'll get you on earlier the next time you're here. Be Amazing Sylvia is coming up right now. This is a creator I described earlier as somebody I've been connected to for at least 2.5 years, probably closer to 3. And Be Amazing Sylvia is a dear friend. This is somebody who comes to us originally from the Drop the Link Day crew. And some of you will remember a group of 7 creators, and what they would do is a series of live streams that would fall every single day on a different channel where you can meet friends and family members in a similar way to what we do here in TuberChat. Be Amazing Sylvia is part of that crew, but she's inspiring to me as well, because in the beginnings of TuberChat, when I had met Sylvia and other creators like her, Geo, Marlene, Vern. Marlene I've known a little bit less time, but you know, Elevate with Vern back in the day, other creators, Ranger is here with us as well. These creators did not say, you know, when you're going to start another growth stream, don't do what we do. Go find your own thing. Don't copy us and everything. In contrary, they said, we'll help you build it, which I think is just unbelievable. I mean, I'd already been inspired by their generosity, but isn't it crazy to think that people are so interested in helping each other? And if all the generous people could just find each other, then everybody would be able to move faster and farther. And that's the hope for TuberChat. Obviously, the system's working, but we're grateful to have somebody like Be Amazing Sylvia here with us. She's been a dear friend for a long time. Cooking with Bobby Joe, good to see you in the house. Now, she does pure variety. She's got shorts, videos, and live streams. You'll always be welcome to meet new friends and family members when you're there, and premieres and live streams. And she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. She's got over 4,300, almost 4,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther there. And then when we look at Sylvia's daily positivity, she's got another channel set out with videos and shorts where we can get some more motivation from this same creator. So that's Be Amazing Sylvia. I hope everybody will connect with her. And again, you know, our speeches have gone from creators that have been supporting us for days and weeks to many, many months, and now getting into years. And you hear it more and more. Nikki D Music and More is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on. This is a creator that's actually got 2 channels. Nikki D Official is where we know her originally, but our Music and More channel is really starting to move. As you can see, well over 200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther, get that 200 really locked in. Nikki D Music and More is going to bring us music with also short. She's been doing live streams, some more variety here, and will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're over there, particularly for the live stream. She's got a lot of featured channels here. We talked about that. It's a wonderful way to trade favors with creators. Feature some of your friends and get other friends to feature you on their channels. It's great for the algorithm. Obviously, YouTube's watching everything that we do. The servers know, and you can imagine the impact when your channel's on so many other creators' front pages. Let me get Nikki D Official up here, and we'll see her other channel where she brings some more variety along with more music and more shorts and live streams. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's been a dear friend for a long time. She's here with us just about every single day. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. I know you sent me some Instagram messages. Pardon me for not catching those. We're hoping to get a raid going for Outgoing Azzy shortly. Let me get Hyper Blitz onto the wheel. That's another creator who's going to be featured tomorrow. We always feature a different channel every single day. Today is Junkyard Gamer. We feature channels on our thumbnails as well as on other social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, so that you can meet more friends and family members, literally loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. All that fluff and stuff is going to go live right after Tuber Chat. We've probably still got another 15 minutes to go, but hopefully they're going to start getting ready, and then they can go early. And whenever they're ready, they can go on. We will go through as many channels as we can, and then we'll go over and raid together. And I will leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so everybody can clean up their connections here. You'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members over on All That Fluff and Stuff's live stream. So I'm just going to take Gloria's Platter's latest video and put this into my catch-up list. They're actually bringing us a different type of video today where they're exploring an Italian market, which obviously is going to have a lot of delicious looking stuff. But Gloria's Platter has been known for a long time to be bringing delicious looking content, both in shorts, videos, and a lot of live streams frequently lately as well. That's a new banner that she's got going on. This creator stays fairly niched, but brings us some really interesting extra content as well. This is a video I often talk about on Gloria's Platter's channel, where she took us through one of the Amazon fresh grocery stores, which I haven't seen yet in Canada. I don't know if they exist here yet, but boy, the technology in there is really something else. So I'll leave it to you to go and see that video. But Gloria's Platter's always bringing us things that involve delicious meals and dishes when she does her live stream. She's very considerate about the idea of preparing, yet showing us the full process of getting a dish or a meal made, and she brings pure variety in the different things that she makes on her channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's been a dear friend for a very long time. Gloria's Platter post frequently, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Mentoria Moments, I've got you on the wheel. Thank you for being here for so long with us today. I know not everybody can stay every day or be here every day and stay for the entire live stream every time. First Floor Audio is still in the house. We looked at that channel earlier, pardon me. And hopefully all that fluff and stuff is getting ready. I got to get a window open for them in the background, and once they're on, I'll start dropping the link. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on here. Garden State Gardeners running Sunday Fun Day. I'm not sure how long they're going to be on. I think Joe usually does an hour, but it could be up to an hour and a half, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Sunday Fun Day is a fast-paced live stream. We usually don't go at this time, but we, you know, everybody's got to do what they got to do, right? And Mentoria Moments, look at that luck. It took me a while to get your channel on the wheel, but as soon as we did, you come up right away. And let's see what you got going on your channel for today. 138 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're going to be thinking about soon. Yes, and of course, Outgoing Azzy. It's Our Abundant Life. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times already. It's Our Abundant Life will be the next channel that we look at for that reason. They've got a fairly new channel, so we want to push them to get towards their first 100 if we can. Mentoria Moments is bringing us shorts, videos, and maybe some live streams as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm still getting to know this creator and this channel, so what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. This looks like a delicious meal. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, see what you've done with this video. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is over time I get to know the channels, and then by watching content, by watching videos and hanging out in live streams, I get to know the content better. And over weeks and months, if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators outside as well. So anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. And then thank you so much. Outgoing Azzy, I'm going to get you on our wheel in a quick second. I didn't mean to spin the wheel. It's Our Abundant Life. Look at that luck. You're actually coming up right now anyway. It's Our Abundant Life dropped a super chat on us. They've done that many times already, many times this weekend actually, but many times already. So now they're at 53 subscribers, so they're halfway on the road to 100 and a little bit farther. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 all the time. So we just want to push It's Our Abundant Life. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I know it's a very short one, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. And they're posting frequently, which is great. They're a Christ-following, faith-filled, fun-loving family, hoping to bring joy and laughter to our days while they share their everyday life with us. They do homesteading wholeheartedly, working diligently, playing passionately, serving faithfully, and loving relentlessly. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy them. They are in Northern California with 3 older children. And then they're going to share with us their homesteading activities. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. It's Our Abundant Life. Thank you again for another super chat. Like I said, they've done that many times this weekend, let alone many times in general. So obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. And then thank you, Ventoria Moments. And it's my pleasure having channels on the screen. You know, I wish every day we could get to every single channel. We don't. We try to get through as many as we can. We're usually here 2 to 2.5 hours, 4 days a week. We try for 4 days. It's usually Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with 1 extra day. And we'll try to keep that up. Carly Geisha is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on. And Carlene Geisha is going to have 1,600 subscribers soon enough. They've got well over 1,500 right now. They're bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams as well. It's interesting now, right? Because YouTube has changed the layout of our channels, where we've got a community tab, video, shorts, and live streams in separate tabs now instead of being put together. I like it. You know, even though it's young and new, we'll have to see how we adjust to it. I wonder what everybody thinks, because you can really get an idea about a channel based on the different things they have, and you can really target the things you want to see when you get there based on these tabs. So Carlene Geisha is going to bring us variety. They like to bring us positive affirmations, lifestyle, and health. They definitely want to motivate and encourage, and I'm always happy to see this kind of positivity from anybody at all. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Carlene Geisha has been an incredibly supportive creator ever since finding Superchat. I talked about it earlier in the stream today, but when this creator found us many months ago, they seemed to be just blazing with generosity for everybody in the community immediately. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, get that kind of support coming back to you as well. First Floor Audio says they like to do layout. It's tough sometimes because when you see you know, changes, Facebook does it all the time and people just get up in arms, right? Because our muscle memory is gone. You're used to clicking certain things. Like, so there's an example, and we don't have any, I'm not sure if Hobbs is a brand new channel. We might see when their channel comes up. Some of you may have noticed, at least on a computer, when we're on a browser, that the subscribe button is not red anymore, which I think is really interesting. Almost disappointing, dare I say. The reason why is because for what, 15 years now, or however long it's been, people have been saying, make sure to hit that red button. And if the button isn't red anymore, then, you know, it might not make sense to brand new people coming into the YouTube system, even though it's very flooded. You know, we've got our 1.5 billion or 2 billion active monthly users or whatever it is, right? So just about everybody who should have been on by now is on now. There's always going to be new people trickling into the system, but we'll see. We'll see what YouTube does as they adjust this. We know that they change things frequently. I'm just curious to see what everybody thinks about that. Slanka Bomb Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody, like I said, will connect with It's Our Abundant Life. Carly and Geisha both. These are incredibly supportive creators. My Flock is Everywhere is coming up right now. They are our brand newest member today, and that means, of course, that their channel is going to be added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat every single day that they're here. And Still waiting on getting dinner. And My Flock is Everywhere has 404 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're going to be thinking about. Did we look at this channel already today? I guess we didn't. No, we didn't yet. And My Flock is Everywhere is somebody I'm still getting to know. Obviously active on Twitter, possibly other social networks as well. Shorts we see right now, there's videos and live streams. So when we look at these, we can dig through and get an idea of what this creator is going to bring for us. But like I said, I'm still getting to know them. Now what I'm going to do is take another piece of content, and then that will give me a chance to just see something else that you do on your channel. And this is what I like about what we do here in Superchat. I get the chance to get to know channels and eventually content as well over weeks and months, so that I can do a better job of promoting your channel every time that you're here. So I'm just waiting on all that fluff and stuff to hopefully start a live stream any moment now. And then we'll get over there to raid them after they do. And oh my dear goodness, pardon me. In all this time, I still find myself fumbling around trying to keep Instagram back and forth between chats. AceFlaw1 is in the house. They have been a dear friend since the very beginning of Tuberchat. They've actually been with me for about 3 years. Andy is a creator that brings travel videos more than anything else. And he, like I said, is still here after 490 episodes of Tuberchat, if you can imagine. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. AceFlaw1, I've got you on the wheel. Really Haunted Places, I'm going to get you on there in a second. AceFlaw1, look at that luck. You just came in and right away come up on the wheel and therefore the screen. Andy, like I said, brings us travel videos more than anything else. He's got almost 3,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the that milestone, 3,800. And AceFlaw1, like I said, is an unbelievably supportive creator. Andy's been with me, like I said, for 3 years now. And I hope everybody can take inspiration from that, knowing, you wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road. And we've got lots of stories now of creators who've been here longer than that. Much longer now. Create with Becca is going to be coming up next. I'm going to fly through the last several channels. Now hopefully all that fluff and stuff is getting ready to go and has a live stream that will be starting any moment. I'll drop the link as soon as they do, but I will leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes as well, so that we can clean up our connections here before we go over to that channel. So Create with Becca used to be called Rebecca, and they've changed their name now, so it's going to be easier for us to find in the YouTube search results. I'm sure they've got a brand new banner to go along with that. 632 subscribers. Now I'm still getting to know this creator, but when we look, they're going to say that they do a lot of art, crafting, and then hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in video shorts and live streams. And then what I'm going to do is take one of your latest pieces of content. I think in this case what I'm going to do is take a live stream replay, the latest one you've done. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with you after the live stream today. In the next 24 hours I'll run that. And Outgoing Azzy, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. There's all that fluff and stuff. And let me make sure. They're just going to go live. Yeah, no, it's better that you start now, if you don't mind. Because if you get ready and start now, I will have been through another couple of channels and then we'll be ready to come over. It's better if you begin, everybody kind of raids. They come over as they wish. We'll all raid together in about probably 10 minutes. Maybe 15. Beverly Moffat, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Outgoing Azzy's coming up right now. I just put them on the wheel. Look at that luck. Outgoing Azzy's an incredibly outgoing creator, and this is somebody who's been with us for a long time, over 6,000 subscribers. Right now, all that fluff and stuff. The sooner the better. Cabarar Gaming's in the house. Good to see you here. Cabarar Gaming happens to be a member, so we're going to get them onto the wheel right now. And we've seen them for many months. It's actually probably becoming well over a year, if not a year and a half, maybe even longer. Cabaret Gaming's been a dear friend for a long time. And Outgoing Azzy's up right now. Now this creator does a lot of different variety on their channel. They usually get other people involved. They recently started live streaming. I was lucky enough to actually have been there for their first live stream. Outgoing Azzy is incredibly energetic, and they've got all 3 types of content on their channel. Thank you for the share, by the way. Outgoing Azzy always uses that community tab. We see familiar faces there as well, and we see that some of their shorts videos are really popping, which is great. And then when we look at some of their other videos, we see that they're getting thousands of views, which is great. So hopefully Outgoing Azzy keeps that up. They have been an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter here in Superchat for a very long time. Like I said, let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Hyper Blitz is coming up. That's our featured channel from tomorrow, as a matter of fact. We feature a different channel every single day. Today is Junkyard Gaming, and that's just so I can introduce you to a loyal and dedicated supporter so that you can meet them even when we're not live streaming. We feature them across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you'll see for Hyper Blitz tomorrow. Makeup Mom and Son is coming in. And Makeup Mom and Son is here as a moderator and a gold member, so we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Hyper Blitz is got 400, pardon me, Hyper Blitz has 47 subscribers right now. I hope we can push this creator up towards the 50 that they're thinking about. We'd love to get them towards that first 100. We want to get them to that halfway mark. And I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, actually, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with them, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Hyper Blitz is here with us every day that they can be. They make frequent appearances, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm just going to spin the wheel. And like I said, all that fluff and stuff is going to go live any moment now. When they do, we'll go over there and raid. I'll drop their link as soon as they start. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up right now. So look at that luck, Michelle. This is Makeup Mom and Son, who's been a dear friend for a very long time. She's a very much loved and well-respected creator, and like I said, part of our moderator squad. Now, every moderator here is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you get up onto their channels for premieres and live streams. Makeup Mom and Son does incredibly well with series of videos. She gets into live streams. She's done a lot of interviews. I've been honored to have been a part of that. She does unboxings, product reviews, monthly subscription services. She's always considerate about mixing up the content for her audience. And then I'll do what I can. Outgoing Azzy. And then Nightfall Homestead, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Makeup Mom and Son is approaching 1,700 subscribers, and she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. She has been wildly successful with shorts videos, hitting up to 37,000 views. She posts frequently, almost every single day, especially through October, as you can see. And then this is a creator who's willing to hop in on other StreamYard panels and hosts a lot where other creators join her as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. And the channel that she's got here is called Caden Plays It. This is a channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So obviously Mom is helping out, but we'd love to encourage this young creator by pushing them towards the first 45 subscribers. We know they're thinking about right now. They've brought us already some shorts, product reviews, and we expect a lot of video gameplay from Caden Plays It. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel as well. Like I said, Makeup Mom and Son is a dear friend, has been for a long time, an incredibly supportive creator. And let me see if Hobbs is still in the house. It looks like they might. There they are. And then I'm just going to get their channel now. Hobbs, I'm just going to see what I can do about finding their channel, if it's going to come up easily for me. It seems like a popular name, actually. So with names like this, it's very important that we focus on searching, finding, and clicking for them. So you can use your filters to let YouTube know that you're looking for a channel, and by putting quotes around it, you let them know that you're looking for that specific name. There's Hobbs Horror, the creator I was talking about earlier. I'm not sure if that's the same creator or not. We'll have to learn about that. But this channel, Hobbs, is not coming up very quickly for me in the search results that I can see. So in this case, I'm just going to use the link. I'm going to drop it for everybody in the chat if you'd like to connect with them. We don't do a lot of links here, but for today we will do this one. Emotion is in the house. That's a talented singer and songwriter who's also here as a moderator and a gold member. Really Haunted Places is on the wheel. Emotion New Soul is what I search when I look for emotion, because New Soul R&B music is what we're going to find when we get there. Makes it easier to find that channel with another popular name. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take the latest video or one from Hobbs here, and I'm going to put it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, and you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here 4 days a week, but we move the times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'll spin the wheel. We'll look at getting another channel in here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and then if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Emotion New Soul is an official artist channel run by a talented singer and songwriter who's been a dear friend for a long time. He's here as both a moderator and a gold member. He's got a premiere coming up next weekend again. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I believe that's Friday, but forgive me if I'm mistaken. And then Emotion has almost 3,000 subscribers. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from the host, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine that. Emotion is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He's got some members only content and a newly revamped membership package. Here he brings us his original work, sometimes in music videos, often in compilations for premieres and live streams, and he rounds out the channel with shorts and reaction videos as well. On Writing with Emotion New Soul, we get a behind the scenes look at the man behind the music and how the music is made on the official artist channel Emotion. 726 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. In between the music making videos, we also get compilations, and he rounds out the channel with shorts and reaction videos over here as well. Like I keep saying, all of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own, so I hope everybody will connect to all of them. Next up is Really Haunted Places, and we're going to see what this creator has got going on for today. And I forget for the life of me, I have a feeling that Really Haunted Places is a creator that's got other channels that we know. Yes, I think this is USA Scratchers with a couple of different channels. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. And I'm not sure what that means. My flock is everywhere. And then if that's for me, forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Really Haunted Places brings us compilations of different types of, obviously, haunted places, usually in a top 7 type of list. I've enjoyed a bit of their content already. It's interesting how they're making these videos, so hopefully everybody will check this out and see what they're doing. And this is a creator, like I said, that we've known for a while now. with another channel. I believe it's USA Scratchers, and there it is. Yes, okay, I should know. These channels are featured at the bottom. Good Cemetery's Gone Bad is another channel from this creator. I'm just going to grab your videos tab. I know these are shorter, but I'm going to grab one of these and put it in my catch-up list to catch up with you here as well. And then when I get back to hopefully their front page without too much trouble, I'm going to see that they've featured USA Scratchers down here, which I can click on, and then I'm going to grab a video from here because I don't want to fall too far behind with anybody if I can help it, but this will help me get caught up with this creator on all three of their channels. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. The Weightlifting Geek is coming up. They're bringing us a lot of motivation. They actually recently renamed the channel to Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. So we'll see what they've got going on. We've still got 3 channels to go, and then we're going to head over to All That Fluff and Stuff. That's got a live stream that's hopefully going to start any second. I will leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes. So if All That Fluff and Stuff is just waiting for me to actually end, as soon as I put the end screen up is probably the ideal time to go live, unless you want to go early. We see a lot of featured channels here from the Weightlifting Geek. We've seen this before. They've actually got a second channel. Let's look at that for a quick second. We know that ASMR is a huge category on YouTube, so Geek Griller ASMR is another channel from Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. So I hope you'll support them here. When we get back to their main channel, we see that this is a creator that wants to help us in our YouTube journeys. They bring us a lot of motivation, of course, but fitness first with this creator more than anything else. You'll find that in a lot of their live streams and videos as well. 1,700 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,800. We know that they're going to be thinking about. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And we already looked at Create with Becca. I forgot to take them off the wheel. I'm just going to spin the wheel. Life with Adrienne XO. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. She is a long-time, extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And it's good to see you in the house. Slunklebomb Gaming. We're going to get you up onto the screen right now. I see another channel in the house. The Inquisitive Farm Wife. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then it's good to have you in the house. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Life with Adrienne XO says she just got back from the gym. Interesting, because we were just talking about Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. We also saw Shane from Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja. He does a lot of fitness on his channel as well. Slunklebomb Gaming is somebody who came into the Superchat family just a couple of weeks ago. We're still getting to know this channel, but obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I have a feeling All That Fluff and Stuff is waiting for me to actually end before they start. But thank you, Scratch and PPA. I think they're looking towards All That Fluff and Stuff just to make sure that they actually get the raid that they're hoping for today. I usually set them up in advance. I don't mind doing that kind of thing, especially, you know, if I have to choose, it goes between creators who have been most active in the chat. But if anybody wants to set those up, you can always reach out to me. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. A Life with Adrienne XO wants to swap playlists as well. Anybody's welcome to do that. Just simply say so in the chat. Other creators will reach out to you. Cabaret Gaming is coming up right now. This is a long-time dear friend. They do video gameplay on this channel, and you can always feel the fun and energy in this creator. While they play, they'll give you a warm welcome when you get there. Their community will as well, and you'll meet more friends and family members there. pardon me, they mix up the gameplay, which is great to see, and they do a lot of Rockstar, which I'm always happy to see. Grand Theft Auto, over 1,500 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and I'm going to set my notification for your premiere. That's going to happen actually in a few hours from now, about 6 hours. My pleasure, Slanko Bomb Gaming. All that fluff and stuff just went live, so we're going to go over there and raid. I'm going to start dropping the link for that in a moment, and we'll come over there together in a second. I'm going to leave this live stream running as always, so you can clean up your connections here before you go over there. But all that fluff and stuff, of course, will allow everybody to meet new friends and family members when you're in their live stream as well. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Superchat. We're here 4 days a week, and we move the times around so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're back at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We'll look forward to seeing everybody then, but we're going to go over and raid all that fluff and stuff right now. They've got a live stream going in Australia, and they've been a dear friend for a very long time. I'll drop the link another couple of times. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to, but like I said, another 2 to 2.5 hours. We're back tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.